Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Moment with Joe. So today we are going to look at another serious mental health condition, and that is schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. So have you ever noticed, maybe you are just going along the way and then you notice somebody that will just be talking to himself, soliloquizing, or sometimes they might even be talking to somebody else. So and sometimes you will be thinking that is this person mad or what? There will maybe be at times that they will even start shouting. Nobody's actually talking to them, so but they will start shouting. So I've experienced it also personally. But when I was traveling, I was traveling a time ago, and there was there was a man that was also inside the the car with us. Now before you know it, he started talking to another person. Why are you talking to me like this? Are you mad? You don't talk to me that way. Everybody started looking at what's wrong with this man? So, but although a lot of people already understand that, okay, that something is actually wrong with him. So some people, they will call it madness. They say, oh, this one just starts, this one they mad. Or you will see somebody going along the way, they will just start talking to everybody. They will start talking to anyone. What do you say? Are you talking to me? Maybe the person is not even saying anything, no, but they will just, some of them will even start doing as if they are talking to ghosts. So that is schizophrenia. It is not madness. Although we still have madness, but schizophrenia is little madness. So schizophrenia is actually caused by soul disruption, when the soul cannot comprehend things anymore. Like I said, all the mental health condition, they start from the soul, they erupt from the soul. They are the sickness of the soul, just like we have sickness of the body. But many of the mental health condition, not even many, all the mental health condition, they are sickness of the soul, and that's the reason why we need to take it very seriously. So, and the soul is actually our thought, our thinking, whatever we put into the soul. Yes, we put it into the soul, then the soul learn it, and then the soul will start doing it. So schizophrenia is actually a particular mental health condition that is caused by too much overthinking. Too much overthinking, when somebody has actually overthink to the extent that the person passed the stage of suicide. Yes, the person pass the stage of suicide. The person cannot commit suicide anymore. So sometimes it used to be people who don't want to commit suicide, but they have actually overthink. They overthink. Yes, they spend half of their days thinking about a particular problem. So, and before you know it, this person will develop schizophrenia, because the soul will not be able to comprehend. The person has actually been overthinking. He has taught the soul how to overthink, and then the soul will be disrupted. The soul will be understand. The soul is going to be confused, and that is the reason why it will put the person into the state of confusion. Once the soul is confused, then it will actually put the person into the stage of confusion, and this is the result is schizophrenia. So you see, schizophrenia is a very very is a delicate, it's a serious mental health condition, and then we need to take it very seriously. What are the causes? What are the causes of schizophrenia? What leads to this schizophrenia? So number one, abuse. People who have actually experienced abuse, one abuse or the other. So it could be rape, it could be an emotional violence. So they've experienced it, they are put into this overthinking. So it enter into the deeper into their soul. So you will see these people, they will remain lonely. They don't want to talk to anybody. So during that period, they are just thinking. They are just thinking. So they can't even think, This thing has passed the stage of suicide. They don't know exactly what they will do. And what will happen is that it will bring them out of this world. It will bring them out of this world. Like I said, the soul operates in the other realm. So even though the other realm is still part of this universe, but the soul actually operates in the other realm. And then when we can feed the soul operation activities more is during sleeping. So that is in the dream. This is the time we feed the soul activities more. So during sleeping. So but actually, even though we are not sleeping, in one way or the other, we can still experience our soul in the other end. So everything we put into it lies through our thoughts. So then it performs these activities, and this is the result of the dream that we used to dream whenever we sleep. So somebody who have been emotionally abused, it could be rape, it could be an emotional violence, it could be beating, serious emotional violence, and the person is going to be put into that state. The person is going to live, he or she is going to be out of this world. It will not know what to do. That is, it will even pass that stage of depression, because this one is no longer depression. When somebody pass the stage of depression, suicide is no longer an option. It is confusion, and that is schizophrenia. Confusion. The person is going to be confused, and before you know it, the thinking of the person will now start manifesting. So after a long period of time, what the person has been thinking, what the person put into the soul, it will just start manifesting. And that is the schizophrenia that you will see some people exhibiting. It's actually not madness, but it is the beginning of madness, because I will still tell us about madness. That's schizophrenia. It will just start soliloquizing. Sometimes you start talking to people. We start saying things. You will start seeing even hallucination, hearing strange voices. You can just be walking along the road, and then you will start hearing voices like people are talking to him or her, and actually they are not saying anything. And this person can also start saying some strange things. The person can start talking to his or herself, because it's deeply into his or her thoughts, what he or she has taught the soul during this period. Abuse. Then another one is neglect, loneliness, especially in children. If somebody has been neglected in one way or the other, the person has been neglected, the person is actually not in the world anymore. The person feels very lonely. The people he or she trusted, he couldn't trust them anymore. So this can also lead to schizophrenia, because at that time the person will lose trust in everybody in the world. He will just lose trust in the world, and then the person's soul will start being in operation. It's teaching the person's soul how to be out of this world, and then the soul will start manifesting in one way or the other. And that's why the person will even start seeing hallucination. He does not believe anything about the world anymore. The person does not believe anything about the world anymore, does not trust anybody in the world. So, and then this is the another cause of schizophrenia: loneliness, deeper loneliness. When somebody feels so lonely, even though the person is around people, but the person feel this emotional loneliness. Another one is exposed to fear. When people are exposed to serious fear, to the point that they can't even fear that thing anymore. They have left this world. Yes, they left this world. What the person is actually afraid of, the person is exposed to it. Serious fear. So it can also lead to schizophrenia. So these are the causes, the three causes, major causes of schizophrenia, and that's why that particular mental health condition is very serious. If you see people who are experiencing it, so you need to have compassion on these people, instead of you to magnify this problem. So yeah, now they mad, you are crazy, you are mad, or start fighting them. You need to just understand that this is a serious mental health condition, and it is actually not caused by them. It must be one of the things they have been exposed to in the past. It could be abuse, one abuse or the other. It could be neglect, loneliness, or exposed to fear. Won't you pity these people instead of magnifying their problem, stigmatizing against them, laughing at them? You are only going to be worsening that situation, because their soul is still noticing what you are doing to them, and it will be hardening and compounding this problem. So prevention, what are the prevention? Number one, confrontation. Yes, confrontation. Somebody can prevent it. So during abuse, during neglect, during exposed to fear, it's very important that somebody confront it, because whenever what we confront is like we are battling with that thing, with a battle, with a fight that thing, and that's why you confront it. We don't need to take things deeper into us, because it's going to compound. It's going to be like a stress and overload on us. Yes, not be only physical, not be physically we get load. They are load for the emotion, stress. So there are some things that we just have to confront. If it is abuse like rape, somebody just need to talk. You need to talk. Report the situation. Let everybody hear about it. Why do you need to feel why do you need to feel this depression or this kind of feeling? You will be lonely. It will develop into serious mental health condition. Report the situation. Talk about it. Report that person. If you don't know the person, maybe they ran away, report the situation. Let people hear about it. Let people hear about it. Then if it is an emotional violence, the same thing. Neglect or loneliness, the same thing. Talk about it. This is the reason why psychiatrists and psychologists are very, very important, because these are people who listen to problems, listen to your condition. They want to hear you out. Find them, talk to them. You will feel good and you will feel better. So there are a lot of podcasts, yeah, that you can go to. Let the world know about the problem. Let them know the kind of feeling you are feeling. Are you feeling lonely? Just say it out. Let people know it. Then exposed to fear. Just understand that you need to confront that fear. Whatever you are exposed to that causes this particular schizophrenia, this kind of deeper feeling, sometimes you will start feeling very afraid. It's too much for you. Confront it again. Confront it again. Just have to confront your fear. So, and these are actually the prevention. Then danger. So the danger of schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is very dangerous, because like I said, it is when somebody, when somebody is out of this world. The person's soul is out of this world. The person's soul wants to start manifesting, even though the person is awake. So, and the person is a stage where suicide is no longer an option. The person has passed the stage of suicide in the brain. He passed the stage of suicide. So why it is very dangerous is that immediately somebody develop this mental health condition, this schizophrenia, 50% of people, 5 in 10 people, they are going to commit suicide if their physician, doctors are not monitoring them very well, or they are not under a good family care. Because by the time the person will start receiving healing, it will bring the person down back to the stage of suicide, and this is the time the person can commit suicide, even though the person is under medication. The medication will bring the person to the person is getting healing, but it will not bring the person back to the stage of suicide, and this is the time the person is going to commit suicide. And people will start thinking that, why did this person commit suicide, now that the person is already under medication, receiving healing, receiving treatment. That is the danger. Is because a lot of people don't understand that this particular mental health condition, as well as some other mental health condition, it will make somebody to pass the stage of suicide. Yes, he made the person pass the stage of suicide. During that period, suicide will not be an option anymore. So the person is just living like a mad person. Sometimes the person is going to feel good. He will talk well to people. He will do everything normal. Then you will see sometimes the person is going to behave like a mad person. Start soliloquizing, hearing some strange voices, seeing hallucination, fighting people, quarreling, you know. So, and people will not understand. But the time the person start receiving healing and treatment, the person might commit suicide. That's the reason. So in that case, if it is schizophrenia, many physicians, what I'm saying now, they don't know it. They will only know it's a mental health condition, you need medication, but they will not monitor these people very well. Now, okay, you have started receiving healing, you have started receiving therapy, medication. They need to monitor them so that when it get to that stage of suicide, they must put them under care very well. If possible, they must admit them, in an hospital where people can take good care of them very well, or they will be under very good monitoring. Some people, I'm telling you, they need to be under good monitoring, that they will not be alone at that particular time. People need to be with them. They will be considering this suicide, and before you know, even the medications that they are taking, that's the time they will take everything. They will take overdose and they will die. Some of them will take these medications, go to a forest or anywhere, they will take it and die. They have bring them back to that level of suicide, which they have actually went beyond before. Yeah, so this is the reason why this um schizophrenia is very dangerous. Another thing is that you will see many people who have this mental health condition in the church. Yes, you will see them in the church. These are people who actually, some of them, they are believers who do not believe in suicide, who knows that suicide is not an option. So, and in that case, they still have their problem. They still feel this abuse, neglect and everything. So this problem is still there. So then, and they know that suicide is not an option. So what will happen? What will happen? They will, before you know it, they will just develop this schizophrenia. That's the time they will develop schizophrenia, because those ones, by the time they get to a particular stage, a stage of suicide, if they feel like they want to commit suicide, is even still better than people who say they don't want to commit suicide, because if they feel they want to commit suicide and people can easily, quickly take care of them and prevent this suicide, they will receive their healing on time and they will now develop this schizophrenia. So the schizophrenia we develop when this individual knows that suicide is not an option, and this is why it is very dangerous. You will find these people in different places, most especially in religious setting. I'm telling you, most especially in religious setting. If you go to churches like Matthew on Fire, no offense, yeah, you will see some of them. I've been there before. You will see all those people that used to stay there for like 1 week, 2 weeks. Yes, they will go there, stay 1 week, 2 weeks. They will pray, they will, they will dance, they will sing. But sometimes when you are with these people, the way they will outburst, you will think that this is a psychopath. I don't know if you have noticed this kind of people before. They can just, what are you talking about? The way they will talk, you will shock. You will shock. But you need to just understand that, okay, this one are mental health condition, schizophrenia. If you go to those churches like the Matthew of Fire, I know they talk about the church for MFM, for I've been there before, for their headquarter. I mean, their prayer city. You go even see people wey be say they go dey poo for church. They go poo for church. So you even think that, what kind of mental health condition is this one? So this is it. This is it. Schizophrenia. So that's the reason why schizophrenia is very, very dangerous. These people, they can't even stay in marriage. Yeah, they can't say everything is demon. So, cockroach is demon. War gecko is monitoring agent, monitoring spirit. Everything. Yeah, they are too alert. They will behave like mad people. If you have ever come across this kind of people, like somebody that I know in the past, His marriage only lasts for 3 weeks. When they ask the wife why, the wife say, she's tired. They will be sleeping like this. They will just see cockroach. She will say, see, it's demon. This is demon. This is demon. He will do everything to kill the cockroach every time. Sometimes it will even be, they will just sit down and be talking. We say that there are demons around, that they are monitoring him. You cannot even put fear they will put fear on their partner. Everything is demon. They are seeing things. They are hearing some strange voices. They are hearing some strange voices. Sometimes the wife might say something, but it will be another meaning to this person. I've also experienced it personally. Yes. He will say, oh, honey, should I put your food on the table? Why are you talking to me? That you give me pen? Did I say any pen? They will change it. This is madness. And they say, what is it? I didn't say, did I put food on the table? But this is not what you said first. What did you tell me first? You just came here and you said that I stole your pen. But I did not tell you that I stole your pen. I did not tell you that I stole your pen. These people, if you are not careful, you will think that these people are narcissistic, that they only manipulate. No, so you will not understand that this is schizophrenia. It's not because narcissistic used to manipulate. They will even make you doubt yourself. Yes. That's why many people, especially couples, if you know say you marry good, you marry right, and they started beefs, they started problem. Not just they listen to everybody wey they talk, because if they tell you about narcissistic, yes, there are a lot, but yes, now there are a lot of behaviors. So if you know say your spouse does not have all the behaviors of narcissistic, all of them, if na 7, not be so na only 5 you go get. If you get only 5, it might be something else, it might not be narcissistic. So that's the thing. But if you can't notice, oh, na true, you see another one, they behave like this, so another one, they behave like this, you go just say, okay, he's a narcissistic. Yeah, this one you go think say na manipulation, because it will tell you that this is not what you said when you came. You just came here and you start accusing me that I stole your pen, I stole your money. You say, but I did not say you stole my money. I just came here. I said, should I put your food on the table? Say it's a lie. Why are you lying? The person will even start telling you that, why are you lying? That you are the one that is lying, because he hears something else. Before you know, how do you want there to be peace? There will not be peace in the home now. Say you came here, and then you will start doubting yourself. This kind of people say by the time you stay with them, you too, you will even run mad, because you will also feel lonely. That what's going on? Am I dreaming? Why must this person tell me that I accuse you of stealing money? I just came. I even came in love. I say, should I put your food on the table? You start doubting yourself. You will not understand. They can make you to run mad also. It can make you run mad. If care is not taken, you too, you will develop schizophrenia, because you will be lonely. You will stay and start thinking. You will be overthinking all the time. Overthinking. And this person is actually not a bad and wicked person, but you will feel misunderstood. You will feel left alone, because you will not understand what's going on. Come check for me now. Come check. You will not understand. You will not understand. You will not understand what is going on at that time. So schizophrenia. Yes, that's schizophrenia. Now let us talk about go that side now. You are disturbing. Let's talk about the gates to the other realm, because like I said, schizophrenia is actually it's at the gate of madness. So it's at the gate of madness. It's at the gate of madness. The person don already dey see things for the other realm. They don dey live out of this world. He don dey live out of this world. He's already seen things that supposed to be for the other realm. What the soul used to experience when the soul sleep at night, the person is already experiencing it here. Yeah, so that's the reaction, the manifestation of this schizophrenia. Yeah, that's the manifestation of this schizophrenia. So now let us talk about the gate to the other realm, because to the other realm there are gates. There are gates to the other realm. To the other realm. The other realm is still part of the universe. I've mentioned it. If you have not watched my last episode, go and watch them. I've spoken a lot about the soul, spoken about death, spoken about life, spoken about the other realm, spoken about our willpower. Now, the gate to the other realm, the first gate, because all these gates to the other realm, they happens in our soul, and the soul is connected to a particular part of our brain. So everything is still connected here. It connects here directly to the mind. So the soul, the power of this, the power, the physical where the soul resides is in the mind. You see, the mind, and the mind is controlled by the heart, and the heart is connected to every part of our body, but also very powerful in a particular part of our brain. So, and this is the reason anytime you talk about mental health, you will say head, or you talk about madness. So even death self happens here. So, but the soul resides in the mind. It resides in the mind. So the gate is also in our brain. Yeah, all the gates, the four gates I want to mention. The last one is death. Death. That's the last gate there, and that's the time you enter the realm. But physically, yeah, you can still enter the fourth gate. You can enter the fourth gate. From here, you can enter the fourth gate. So now the first gate is consciousness. When you lose your consciousness, when you lose consciousness, whatever is making you to be conscious, this is when you lose it. That's the first gate. You need to be very careful and always pay attention. Pay attention to your thoughts. All these things that used to make you sad, depressed, anxiety, fear, all these things, even your emotions. Pay attention, because these things can make you to lose consciousness of reality. And also that's why they say alcohol and then drugs are very bad, because they will make you lose consciousness. That's the first stage. If you even take them in minimum, if you take them in minimum, consciousness is what is that only that gate, the first gate that you go still reach. Lose consciousness. You go see people wey be say they don't drink alcohol, so that's why they lose conscious. They don't know what they are doing. They waka staggering, and they fit fall down. They fit stay like this. Now they see 3 roads. They fit stay here now. My camera, as e dey my front here, e go be like say the camera dey far. Sometimes e go even be like say the camera dey here. So they fit, the camera is here, but e go be like say the camera dey here, because they are losing consciousness. They fit even want, they want shift away from the camera, and that's the time you go see them like this. Sometimes road go dey like this, so they go think say na here na the road dey. They go pass here, but this is the road. They are losing consciousness already. So if they take drugs, drug abuse, all this marijuana, all this cocaine, weed, and the rest, it can also make somebody to lose consciousness if you take am small. That's the gate where you go reach. So it is very dangerous when you take it too much or overdose. You fit find yourself for the last gate. That's what I'm mentioning now. Losing consciousness is the first gate. This one happen through serious thinking and thought, emotional outburst, everything that causes you emotion, even breakups on sometimes. It dey cause you losing your consciousness. Alcohol, drugs in minimal quantity, it can make you lose consciousness. But I know they talk about small, because if you take an only small, I don't get any problem. But when it don't already they make you lose consciousness, that means you don't already take an too much, and it's making you you have already gotten to the first gate of the other realm. So the second gate now, the second gate now, now it be the madness. So now it be madness. So that's why alcohol or drugs, if it makes somebody mad. Yes, all these people wey they see for road. Also, this particular lucid consciousness, overthinking, all this schizophrenia, it can still make somebody to become mad though. If the care is not taken and they did not treat it well, it can leave somebody in the state of madness. In the state of madness. So madness. So the gate of madness, where the person go take start to dey craze and mad, na be this schizophrenia. And if you see people wey be say they take more quantity of alcohol or drugs, they fit also get to this stage of madness. That's why you go see them when they think they too much than just losing consciousness. You go see them they misbehave. Not be say that they leave consciousness alone, but they go don already start to dey misbehave until the thing clear from their eye. But it's also very dangerous because the thing fit not even get way to clear, e fit transport the person to the other realm. So that's why you must understand say drug, you must be very careful. That's why they bound it. Drug is good because e get what they are using it to do. All this medicine, not being that they do am, they use cocaine, use all these things now. They put some small quantity, even alcohol too, in small quantity. But if you take it too much, this is the reason, because they know that people can abuse it. So anything you can abuse, they already understand that they must already bound it and make it illegal. Allow professionals to only make use of it. Yes, they can prescribe it, add it, all these pharmacists, because people can abuse it. So madness, the gate of madness. Yes, the gate. Now you go see people wey take am too much, they start to dey misbehave, start to dey talk anyhow. They don already go beyond just losing consciousness and getting to the gate of madness. Also schizophrenia is also at that gate of madness, at that gate of madness. But this one na continuously, and not be say the person go dey mad anyhow. So once in a while, or a particular time of the day, sometimes it can just happen. But sometimes e dey pass, and then he go come lead to madness. That's the time you see these people who are mad. That one, they don't pass that stage, they don't reach that stage of madness. Even drugs and alcohol self can also make somebody mad, especially drugs. Alcohol is rare because alcohol can clear after a while, but this one, the drug, if e not clear, and the person go reach the state of madness, the person don already dey mad, he don dey out of this world. Finally the person has already lose consciousness completely. So that's the state of madness, the stage of madness. That's the second gate. Then the third gate is the gate of the gate of freeze. The body is going to freeze. So that's why you go see sometimes person fit from taking drugs to death. E don reach the third gate. Every organs of the body is going to freeze. It's going to freeze. Every organs of the body, e go dey freeze, and na only death na e go come remain, make the person die. So but the person can still come back from that freezing stage or gate. He can still come back again. So, and this is the third gate. That's why we need to be very careful. That's the third gate. Then the last gate now might be the gate of death. Might be gate of death. So if somebody take too much drugs, overdose, you go just transport the person from conscious to the last gate, which is the gate of death. The person not go even experience lucid consciousness, madness, and frenzy. He go just experience everything cha, but he don't reach the gate of death. So it used to happen like that. It used to happen. So that's why somebody must be very, very careful. Must be very careful, especially abuse, overdose also. Overdose, they already want you to help you, but e get overdose wey dey make somebody to reach either freezing of the body, which the doctors, they can still help you out. If na only body dey freeze, every part of the body never freeze finish. But if you don already reach the stage of death, overdose, e get some drugs, some medicine wey be overdose. All this medicine wey dey make somebody to last long, those ones, it makes you go beyond the physical. Abi you go take alcohol, drugs, cocaine, marijuana. All these ones can make you go beyond the physical, live beyond, at that particular time. Now that's why they are very, very dangerous. You never see people wey go take medicine, say you wan go sleep with woman, you wan have sex, you go take overdose, because they think say the more you take it, the more strength e go give you. So instead of am to take the one wey go make am do for like 30 minutes, if you can't go take, dem fit tell am make take 100 milligram. They say, oh, this 100 milligram, the last time wey I take am na only 30 minutes, but today I wan do for like 1 hour. So I want to do 2 hours. I want to show that I'm a man. Let me do 2 hours. So last time I take 100 milligram, Now 30 minutes I do. So this one now I go do like 2 hours. So that means I have to take 4 of them, 400 milligram. Go take 400 milligram because you want to have sex, you want to do 2 hours. My brother, the person if he go to the third gate instead of to reach the only this consciousness, losing consciousness, the person is going to transport to the gate of death. Yeah, that's why you see people die. So they are also overdose of all these drugs like cocaine and the rest, weed, marijuana. Person want to take it too more. Today I want to feel very high. Now I will feel high. I want to feel more high. See, you can make check. It can make you. It can transport you from the physical stage to the gate of death. If not, if he transport you reach the stage of the gate of madness, you go dey mad. Go dey mad. That's when you see different people. All of them not be spiritual, not be spiritual. This one na spiritual person dey mad. That's how madness. That's how the reason for madness. Because somebody was also asking me that since you are the soul architect, I call myself the soul architect. So he said, tell us about madness. How do people get mad? And this is the reason why people get madness. So treatment, what is the treatment for schizophrenia? Therapy, like I said, medications, like I said, but they must monitor this person very well. So if you are a physician, psychiatrist, so you need to understand, because all these ones why they teach for your school where you go, where you take get PhD, the PhD, they not teach you what they teach you. So this is so nobody they teach person all these things. This is from the intuition. Not be first things wey we learn wey another person tell us. Person wey never experience this thing, how you go take know? So this one also not be God. All those like life fake say God told me to do this. It's by people who have developed their energy. They have developed their energy, and I've also experienced all these things I'm telling you several times. I've experienced them. So if I tell you about different mental health conditions, it's because I experienced them on my own. My own was worse. I experienced all the mental health conditions. Yes, I will have a time to talk about my story, so people will already understand who I am. Person wey dey see here, nothing wey this man never experienced for him life, both the good and bad, don experience everything. So and that's why, apart from that, I've also read a lot extensively. Then apart from that, my soul have also communicate with me. That's I tap into the other realm, and that's why all this spirituality and every other thing, I'm using to tap into the other realm for me to also get messages and inspiration from there. I was in forest for 4 days. Yes, I was in deep forest for 4 days. So we'll still talk about that one. So treatment, medications, and therapy. So, but only that this person, schizophrenia, someone who has the schizophrenia, must be monitored very well. So, like I said, schizophrenia is at the gate of madness. At the gate, if care is not taken, the person fit dey mad finally. So that's why most of the time they fit carry this person go places where they treat mad people. So those medications wey they give mad people, now they go still dey give this person. They no want make the person mad finally. But if person also mad, they can still bring the person back. They can bring the person back again through treatment, but e dey very difficult because this treatment is very important for mental health. When therapy can no longer work, only medications cannot work. So mental health mental health that used to heal very well is when both therapy and medications are involved. Therapy and medication. So but if somebody don already reach the stage of madness, therapy no dey work again. Na medications now na dem go dey give the person, and this person need to be under medication for a long period of time, except people like us who can communicate with the soul, so we can speak to the person. So the therapy, we will not do it physically anymore. We are going to do it, communicate it to the person's soul. And this is the reason why you see how they go take the person to pastors, take the person to church, take the person, because they need an external powers beyond the physical. So so me, I can speak with the soul. Then the therapy, we need to therapy this person's soul, and then couple with medications. that's the time the person can receive healing. I mean, when it has gotten to madness. Thank you very much, and God bless you.